You wake up late, scrolling through your phone, comparing yourself to influencers and celebrities who seem to have it all figured out. You convince yourself you're more talented, more creative, more beautiful than them, yet the hours slip by in video games, texting, and aimless distraction. By evening, regret creeps in. You wonder what you've done with your life, weighed down by the suspicion that you're an artist without art, a person of talent still waiting to be discovered. This cycle of longing, avoidance, and repetition is the hallmark of the puer aeternus, Latin for eternal child. Carl Jung described this archetype as the individual who refuses to grow up, who fears responsibility, failure, disappointment, and mortality. Instead of stepping into life's difficulties, they live provisionally, like spectators drifting through ghost-like experiences, terrified of choosing and committing to anything real. Living in potential, the eternal child is not devoid of ability. Quite the opposite. Many were prodigies in adolescence, gifted in art, articulate, quick to learn, celebrated for talents that set them apart from their peers. The tragedy is not that they cannot, but that they will not. To commit would mean risking insignificance, discovering their limits, and exposing themselves to failure. So they retreat into possibility. I could have been a great artist. I could have been a great writer. Potential becomes a shield against the pain of inadequacy. This mindset is seductive. Youth is alluring precisely because it is about beginnings, first love, first passion, first discovery. Like Sylvia Plath's fig tree, where every branch holds a different future, the eternal child lingers in the shade, refusing to choose. To pick one fig is to let all the others wither. Nostalgia for possibility keeps them in perpetual adolescence, where love is more exciting in anticipation than in practice, and careers are imagined as grand adventures rather than daily work. Cultural reinforcement. Our culture romanticizes this state. Popular songs and novels obsess over the thrill of beginnings, the search for meaning, the anxious pursuit of passion. From Hermann Hesse's wandering protagonists to Kerouac's vagabonds, literature is filled with youthful souls avoiding stability in the name of freedom. Rarely do these stories linger on what comes after, the long years of sustaining a career, nurturing a relationship, or showing up for the ordinary responsibilities of life. For many young adults facing an uncertain economy and an unforgiving job market, this reluctance feels understandable. Why commit when the world itself offers little in the way of clarity or reward? Better to live in dreams than risk waking up disappointed. There is even a kind of heroism in rejecting a broken system and refusing to play the game. But in practice, this refusal leads only to repetition, loneliness, and stagnation. Escaping Neverland. The eternal child often surrounds themselves with others of the same kind, a merry band of misfits, numbing their discontent with drugs, sex, alcohol, or adrenaline-fueled escapes. Together they reaffirm the belief that growing up is a trap, that responsibility is a form of death. Yet this community of dreamers also holds one another back. To escape would mean admitting that the others are wrong, that perhaps one must risk disappointment to live fully. Relationships, too, suffer under this archetype. The eternal child is magnetic, filled with big ideas, artistic ambitions, and poetic declarations. They attract lovers with the promise of untapped greatness. But when intimacy becomes too real, when flaws, distance, or imperfection emerge, they flee. To settle into love is to risk limitation. Better to retreat into the endless search for the one that never arrives. The path to integration. Jung did not see the puer aeternus as doomed. The archetype's creativity, imagination, and vitality are gifts. But they must be integrated with maturity, commitment, and responsibility. Growing up does not mean abandoning one's dreams, it means anchoring them in reality. Responsibility is not the death of freedom but its guardian, ensuring that creativity finds expression rather than dissipating into endless potential. The path forward requires the courage to be ordinary. Riding the bus, taking a night class, showing up to a job, paying bills, these may feel like surrender. Yet they root us in reality, connecting us to something larger than ourselves. In the noise of traffic, the annoyance of coworkers, the grind of repetition, the ego dissolves. Life ceases to be about protecting one's specialness and becomes about participating in the human story. A call to action. Today's world demands more than idle potential. Ecological collapse, political extremism, and economic inequality are immense challenges requiring new ideas, new leaders, and new creators. There are roles to be filled and work to be done, but it will require discomfort, tasks that are not glamorous, risks that carry the possibility of failure. The question, then, is simple. What do you care about? What do you want out of this life? Nobody is coming to save you, and nobody will live your life for you. The safety of potential has carried you this far, but it is time to leap into actuality. You have danced on the surface long enough. Now it is time to take the plunge.